Morning guys, it's 7 o'clock or thereabouts on Wednesday the 25th of June, and last night around about 10 o'clock I got a call from a private number on my mobile telling me that we were allocated seats on a emergency evacuation flight out of Tel Aviv this morning. The information was we're going to go to a secret rendezvous point, so secret in fact that when I mentioned to somebody last night they went, oh, that'll be such and such then. So it's just like everything in this country, so secret that everybody knows where it is. And we're going to be there for 9 o'clock this morning, and then from there we're going to get transferred to the airport, board a military flight, and then that's going to take us over to Cyprus, and then prepare for an extended stay for up to 12 hours. And then head back to Gatwick for 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try and document this flight as best as I can, and I'll keep you guys posted. So we've just arrived at the secret rendezvous point, which everybody knows where it is. And it is full of British government officials, very British military style, with cups of tea and coffee and biscuits, and everyone speaking very nicely and asking us if we're okay. Apparently there's only about 32 people on this morning's flight, but they're not 100% certain, and they're setting up a processing area for checking passports. For anyone that doesn't have a passport, they will organise a passport. It's very organised and very British military, so we'll see how it goes. I've got to say that if the British government ran an airline, they'd do it better than all the normal commercial airliners, because it's very relaxed, it's very pleasant, there's no queue jumping, there's nobody trying to change seats or anything of that nature. They've just done everything very British-like, very civilised, and maybe some of the airlines could take a bit of a leaf out of the book here. Realise obviously situations are different, it's fast flowing in an airport and all that sort of stuff, but given that they're considering this to be a war evacuation, it's very organised and civilised actually. Keep you posted. Well, credit where credit's due, guys. Everything's been very civilised so far. I think I probably already said that. Nothing happens particularly quickly, but then again, there's no particular stress to achieve anything anyway, because the plane isn't going without us, that's for certain. As a pilot, I'm pretty excited actually for the next bit. It's going to be a military aircraft out of here, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And but yeah, looking good so far, and I think they're doing a pretty decent job. I have given them a little bit of feedback about a little bit of better comms and maybe mobilising a bit quicker. But yeah, so far so good. You can tell things are back to normal in Israel, or so far at the moment, because all the horns are hooting, which is pretty typical. I'll tell you what's interesting is that fantastic Union Jack behind us. Not quite as good as the Israeli flag, but pretty decent so far. But interesting that I'm in the centre of Israel, and no one's bothered about actually flying the British flag, in that no one's complaining about it. Whereas you flew that in the United Kingdom, and everybody would be up in arms over it. We're racist, it's nationalistic for the wrong reasons, etc. Whereas here, quite rightly, they put up a British flag, and Israel's happy to fly it proud, and so it should be. But actually, back in the UK, we should be able to fly it proud too. Now, as an aviation enthusiast, I was definitely in for a huge treat today. We were being evacuated on the Airbus A400M Atlas, which is a military spec airliner designed for tactical missions and long range operations. It's got 4 D6 turboprop engines, it's got a maximum speed of 480 miles an hour, and it can carry up to 37 tons, which is thereabouts 116 soldiers. It's got amazing capability in terms of the ability to land on grass, gravel and short strips, and as you'll see in the video, it's got a rear ramp for loading and airborne drops. That cargo hold is large enough to fit
all sorts of equipment, armoured vehicles, even a helicopter. It's built for rapid response, and the RAF use, I think, 22 of them operating out of Bryce Norton. Traditionally, they're used for humanitarian relief or troop movements and evacuations, emergency evacuations such as this one. They played a key role in Afghanistan in 2021. And I was going to have an amazing amount of fun on this aircraft.
To get on board now, British military have been fantastic. That's the aircraft behind us, only about 40 people on board. They've searched all the baggage by hand and they're searching us. I can't say that well enough, but they have actually been brilliant as far as the military is concerned. So I'm on board now and seated. Last few remaining passengers are getting on board. The British military, and I keep saying it, have been fantastic. We've got about a 45-minute flight to our next stop, and then repatriation back to the UK. I'll keep you all posted.
It is the unlikely event that we have missile rocket attacks. Outside the front of the aircraft to the 10-11 o'clock there's a building and it's got a big blue door, that's where a bomb shelter is, and we will make our way into there until everything is safe. If you have to land on water, you've got life jackets underneath your seats. Hopefully common sense that you put them on and do not inflate them until you are outside the aircraft. Only go out through a roof escape hatch, so down the back where Andy is, there's a centre roof escape hatch up there, a ladder drops down and we can get you out of that. Also where I am up front, there's some steps up to the cockpit and there's an exit out the roof there as well. During flight, if we lose pressurisation, oxygen masks will fall from the modules above your head.
So we've now just landed in Cyprus and we're getting ready to disembark.
After we landed at Larnaca, we were escorted through to a private terminal where we waited for a commercial aircraft, an A320, which flew us back to Gatwick. That was pretty uneventful. I would say that the only thing was they really hadn't thought about food too much, so plenty of water, but really not much else. So we've now landed back in the UK at Gatwick, and thankfully we were in a hotel room where we're going to stay overnight and then travel back to Manchester from Biggin Hill in the morning. On arrival at Gatwick, we were met by loads of immigration officers, Border Force, the Red Cross, an instant liaison team organised by the local council, escorted through a separate channel, taken to a separate area, interviewed by the Red Cross, and anybody that needed help with ongoing transportation, there was a team there to assist with that as well. What I would say is that from beginning to end, the process has been pretty decent. From the point that we arrived at the secret liaison point. Prior to that, I would say that the communications has been a little bit poor. I've been in touch with somebody today who's still not heard from the FCDO as to whether they're going to be on a flight or not. And that's a little bit disconcerting for people that are waiting because they just don't know when it's going to happen. And as I understand it, one passenger on our flight back today wasn't contacted until 3:30 this morning for a 9 o'clock liaison. Just don't understand what the logistics behind that is and why they're finding it so difficult. However, from beginning to end at the secret liaison point, all the way through to Gatwick, I would say that we have been looked after. We've had representatives of the UK government at every stop and have come with us all the way, and they have pretty pretty much made sure that we were safe and brought back to UK territory. So that's the end of the saga and the end of the journey. Obviously, for me as an aviation enthusiast, the best bit was getting a little trip out on that A400 military transport plane. That was brilliant. And that's it for my evacuated from a war zone journey. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, and everybody keep safe and well.